Hello everyone, Luke Smith here, and welcome to another letter reading. It is Friday, and this is going to be Chris's second letter to Celestia after they asked him more things. I just found out that Celestia is not a Reen or a troll. He's just like a normal person that's basically curious on the whole thing. So just like the pro tip, do not attempt to contact Celestia, as she is finished writing letters to Chris. She wants nothing more to do with him. So yeah, that is that. So this one was on the 9th of December, so a very recent one. Chris sent a second letter from jail to Celestia. The letter was retrieved via a Discord direct message, so this was from Discord. Some highlights of this letter includes Chris addressing a divine sorting, Chris trying to explain how astral manifestation as well as how his astral projections work in detail. Chris brings up backup drives that would permit people to access memories of others. Chris going into more vivid detail about the toxic minority and the majority, unlike previous letters he brought up. Chris states that the COVID-19 pandemic he had made the total population in the toxic minority increase. Chris also states that Jacob Sotnik started the pandemic. Chris talking about how what he feels his absence on the internet has done to him mentally. Yeah, I bet you he cannot fucking wait to get on that internet again. Questions asked to Chris. When asked what questions she asked Chris, Celestia responded as follows. I asked him how he can drown out the voices of a universe worth of prayers happening constantly. I told him I could feel a strong positive energy coming from his letter. I asked why COVID happened. I passed a simple message to him from Kenneth, and I asked more generic questions. I went back to talking about miscellaneous music, whatnot. I'm trying to keep his interest basically. No ulterior motives, not trying to be destructive, just getting info. I am more of a white knight than a troll, except I won't be giving him funds or anything. Well, that's good. To be fair, I quite like where how Celestia actually worked it out. Like, overall, I think they are a good person generally. Then they're not trying to like send him any money and not trying to make him do anything. So let's see Chris's response. Hey, censored. Let's think. Obviously Celestia is not her real name, but they redacted that anyway because they do not want anyone contacting her. You may call or address me as Christine, Jesus Christ, Chan, or even simply Chris or Christ. Your choice. Let me just check my yeah, that's fine. Your choice. Actually, I would appreciate a mix of being treated as a friend with some humility. Your recent letter is truly a humbling delight to read and find the confirmations from. I can safely tell you I have foreseen your first letter in the specific timing and circumstances in reading the sentence that foreshadows and confirms my body's and eye changes being cleared and being released. You are lots more than a typical human. You do not feel or speak low about yourself. To answer your question, the prayers are addressed to, the prayers addressed to me have all been received between my unconsciousness, my mother Emmanuel, and even my body's core, which is literally one in the same as the core in the epicenter of our universe, and what's left of 1218 as well. There is a divine sorting on which out of the infinite number of prayers get answered due to the timing, circumstances, and what is most appropriate for the spiritual growth and development of each individual, respectively. If I pull an even almighty, wasn't that the shitty sequel to that first one? Can't remember. Bruce Almighty, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was like the shitty sequel to it. I watched it once and I wanted to kill myself afterwards. It was that bad. And said yes to all, including the number of those wishing to win the lottery. Well, that's an apocalyptic, chaotic type of outcome we gods and goddesses wish to avoid. Although I know Discord reveals in watching the alternate timelines that feature such havoc. Anyways, the many chosen prayers are divinely addressed and answered between Emmanuel, one of my soul copies, or mainly myself personally, or from within my body, or more directly out of my body's astral manifestations. For how astral manifestations works, here we go, getting to interesting stuff. I first astral project myself and then convert my energy into flesh. Does this mean he like splits his soul or something into another form? Into flesh that mainly is tangible in 1C, Earth, and beyond the truth-binding veil on the psychic eyes of the humans of 1218's Earth. For most of them, when they separate their soul from their respective bodies in astral projection, their bodies fall unconscious and deeply asleep. Few as well as I have backup souls manifested from their respective bodies cause varying levels of energy. My core has infinite energy, as does the universe's core. Obviously, let me scroll my mouse down so I don't lose my place. And as you likely know from your experiences, when projected / manifested and having to leave their bodies behind, the memories and experiences of your soulful journeys are separate from that save in the body's memories, and upon return, the soul memories take more effort to download and recall in your body's memories. There is a workaround that makes it easier to back up by backing up the memories of both your body and soul and your soul into the individual. Infinite capability cloud save backup drive in the cosmos, to which you may download your soul journey memories from there into your consciousness. But as with technology, the body's brain has a limit, and you cannot overload it. Non-relevant or old memories will be deleted in favour. Okay, so in other words, if you learn something new, it pushes something old out of your brain. I can't. So according to him, we can back up our memories onto a hard drive and basically go back to them. Okay. When I astral projected / manifested, I'm in full control, and I have capability to connect or disconnect telepathically from my body for observations and thoughts. The catch is, with my brain's handicap, to constantly have my brain here to record my time there, and all to help in the process when it is entranced. I can fall into headache here. Yeah, in other words, he thinks too hard and gives himself headaches. as well as disable me a bit there. So most of the time doing my duties and work, I disconnect the telepathy with my body, but I always continuously back up and save my soul memories for later access. That was kind of interesting. But I do have full decisions for myself, and working with everyone, including Magic Clan, of course, with everyone of formerly 1C. I know formerly C197, and that is 1C now. Earth, I interact, see, interact. No, it's not interact. See and talk with and feel them, as well as clues from the other dimensions, timelines, universes, etc. We of 1C Earth are capable of seeing and interacting with those of 1218's Earth. But the damn truth, blinding veil, plus the poor choice of some humans here, make to purposely continuously bind and close themselves from us is most disgraceful. The same is fact and true with those who traverse here from heaven and hell and hell realms into full flesh conversion. Suffice to say, until after my second coming and shifting the collective of the majority to 1C's Earth, communications and interactions get complicated. He's going on for quite a fucking while with this, and not gonna lie. I am very aware of the hatred levels among the humans of 1218's Earth. Worse, in the minority of toxics wake up about 18% of the total population, which is absent 600 million plus. I do agree that the COVID sheltering had turned a number of neutral good ones to neutral bads, but they are still recoverable and redeemable. The sheltering, along with the divine tests and the other gods and goddesses, have been administrating to sort those who are toxic, because before COVID the toxic count was a lot less by 2 to 5%, to test the fortitude and endurance of everyone in general. We had a different sort of method in mind. And then the uber demonic Sockners cursed the country of China, and bam, oh god. It's basically saying that Sockners has put a curse on China, and that's how COVID happened. I mean, it's really a bat that China released on purpose, because come on, we all should know that by now. You know what Chinese are like. Had he not cursed the country, our method of testing, as well as population reduction and control for the collective shift, would have involved an increase of physical natural disasters, as well as something similar to a plague of Moses' days. I'm pretty sure it's happening now, but slower. COVID proved more effective and efficient with less land and property casualties. Sometimes, it's still going on about it. Sometimes even the dark forces have better methods, but not in the long run or all the time. Of course, how well could one balance light and dark within themselves, as well as analyze them, applies them, and go with the flow of events and shifts with energy is very strong spiritual attribute to have. But aside from that, moving on to your letter, thank fuck for that. I actually feel better in having colour in everyone. If everyone was black and white, how can you discern one from another visually? Look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, take away their weapons and you can't tell Michelangelo from Leonardo. I'm pretty sure they're like eye masks. You can tell, but oh well. I do appreciate the aura and personality differences, but if you're looking for Sonic Prime in a sea of uncoloured drawings of the various regular and special Sonicus, all in the same pose and expression, you are looking for a needle in a haystack. Yes, as long as the atheist is moreover good and spiritual quality, even they will find good rewards and karma and not end up in hell realm before reincarnating into their next life. I agree with you being open and aware of at least the bits and pieces of all religions in order to find the good within for yourself and develop a spiritually satisfying lifestyle and choices for yourself. Baptisms / anointments are still good options to really link with the heaven realms and deeper within yourself. Last page. My distance from the internet for a while, for the greatest benefit of my self-revelations and enlightenment, was divinely meant to make it more clear and obvious to everyone of my followers that the light of my aura and existence, as well as my insight, knowledge, wisdom, and even multiversal connections, would be sorely missed. In other words, he does miss the internet and TV and his video games and his dolls and his colouring in books. This is temporary. Well, probably not, because if you're found guilty, you might be going away for like 10 years. For upon my return in second coming, I shall have greater genuine compassion, empathy, and understanding of I and my greater roles as Lord, Avatar, God, and friend. There shall be much rejoicing, and it will be good, and I have come to better knowing of myself and everything, with greater recovery and levels of kindness and understanding of all others in this earth. I still appreciate the finer things and light topics, for my body is half human, half sonically. I thought you were meant to be God, but oh well. And I live physically immortal among all of you and everyone of Universe 1C. And I think he's answering more questions here. Mary Poppins is still my favourite movie of all times. Yes, I do like to sing random songs, memes or notes in the shower. Bloody hope you don't do that in jail. God, they'll fucking hate you for that. Gene Kelly and Tara Strong are my favourite actor and actress. Guitar, the Beatles. Okay, what was the question to them? It's probably musical instrument and what band you like. To be the best as I can in my works and with everyone. Thank you again so kindly for your kindness and compassion. Censored. Go forth with great peace, clarity, blessings. Be safe and well. Jesus Christ, Clan Sonic you. Oh, thank God, not the long one. Enclosed is a NSC token for you to hold and feel inspired by and with. Okay, Neo Spiritual Christianity. Okay, so this is a symbol. Basically, it's the same one. 1, 2, 3. Same one that we've already seen before. Is there anything else here? Right, we got the DMs and stuff, which I'm not going to show. This is a letter and the back and front. We had a look at the back. Let's have a look at the front. What's this? The stamp? Yeah, Neo Spiritual Christianity. It was stamped right on top of the bloody postage stamp, because it's a fucking idiot. Alright, so Okay, yeah, that was the generic questions, like weird random stuff at the end. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this letter reading. There is another one that I bookmarked, which will be read on Monday. If any more comes out, I do plan to do a video a day until the end of the month. So that should bring in the new year. So I'm going to leave it here, and I will see you in another video.